Okay, today we're off on a bus trip to something called the Pinnacles, which are what?
Rock formations that are unusual in the desert.
Okay, and it's like 215-minute bus ride to get there, and then we're doing some other stuff, right?
Yeah, it's, let me see, we're seeing koalas again, I think. It was part of this
more
tour.
Koalas.
More tours.
Yay.
Yeah, I know, after a while they all look the same.
Yeah.
So anyway, Pinnacles Desert Koalas Sandboarding 4-wheel drive day tour from Perth.
4-wheel drive?
Yeah, it's on a bus, 4-wheel drive bus.
Oh.
It goes through the sand.
Oh. Yay! Excitement. Actually, I might be a little bit more excitement about this if we didn't have to get up at 5:30 this morning to now wait for this bus to pick us up for this thing. And after we were already like boozing her up in Fremantle yesterday. But anyways, I'm sure it will be interesting and exciting, with the exception of the koalas. I don't need to see another koala. I've seen enough koalas for a lifetime. Now, if there's kangaroos, they're more fun. They're so cute.
Other breed called, and it's a white kangaroo. So yeah, quite an unusual looking kangaroo. Now they also have wallabies. Now wallabies, to differentiate between a wallaby and a kangaroo, a wallaby has more like a dog face on it. It's got a long nose and smaller ears, and a wallaby is much smaller in stature, where a kangaroo stands taller. The wombat, Mr. Wombat, he's a real, he looks like an oversized, muscly looking, but whatever you do, keep your hand away from his mouth, because he's got this really big teeth and he will snap at you if you give him the opportunity. But the staff at Caversham hold on to him, and you're allowed to pat his tummy, but they won't let you put your hand anywhere near his mouth. And you can get a photo, I've showed a photo sitting next to him. So that's Mr. Wombat. Really hard case looking animal. Get a bit of air. Just excuse me if I stop talking every now and then, I'm just concentrating. Okay, we'll have about 40 minutes at the Caversham Wildlife Park, and there'll be a guide that comes out and meets you, and he'll take you and give you a personal tour through the wildlife park. So that's our first stop, and that's in about 25 minutes. Then we've got quite a long drive. We're going to about a 2-hour drive, where we're going to drive up to a place called Caterby Roadhouse, and at Caterby Roadhouse we'll have a comfort stop, and there's an opportunity there to get a coffee if you want to, or something light to eat. Just remember that you're having lunch at about 12 o'clock or just after. We'll arrive at Caterby Roadhouse at about 11:30, so just be mindful of that. And we're then going to be driving down towards the place called Cervantes, which is a drive down to the Indian Ocean. We're heading west towards the Indian Ocean, and we go to Cervantes for lunch. Cervantes is a very a busy commercial lobster crayfish business, and it's very busy. They have busloads of people arriving there in the weekends. And those people that have booked you with your tour today, you have fish and chips, as I mentioned, beer battered fish and chips with a salad and a cold drink. The fish is actually snapper, as I said, which is very nice. And everybody else has got vouchers. We'll have lobster lunch, and those that want to upgrade, just talk to me, as I said, when we get. You can upgrade. Now, Cervantes Lobster Factory, they can have fresh lobster, a live fresh lobster on the menu in Washington or Los Angeles or New York City or anywhere else in the world for that matter, in 48 hours. What they do is they keep this lobster alive. They put them into a transient, if you like. They put them on ice. The lobster is still alive. And then they fly them directly to whatever destination around the world, and then they bring them to life again by putting them into a saltwater tank, and those lobster actually come alive again. That's how they're able to offer fresh, live lobster on the menu around the world. So this is a very, very busy and industrial commercial operation. They have a very similar operation up in a place called Geraldton, north of Perth. So this is a very large commercial operation, and they turn over an incredible amount of lobster. So yeah, it's right on the Indian Ocean, on the beach. So we'll be there for an hour. If you finish your lunch a little early, you have time to go down to the beach and tickle your toes in the Indian Ocean if you want to. So I'll give you throughout the day. I'll give you different times to be on the coach. So I really appreciate you helping me there, because it helps me manage the day. It's a very long day, and we cover a lot of things. The worst part of it is driving from Caversham, that 2-hour drive up the coast. And those of you who want to have a sleep, that's a good time to have a bit of a sleep in that 2-hour period if you want. I'll give you lots of information throughout the day. I promise you I won't be talking all day. A lot of people say, oh my God, he's going to be talking all day. No, I'll just give you little bits of information, a little bit of history about the Aborigines, the Perth, the establishment of Perth as a city in Western Australia.
Okay everybody, good morning.
Good morning.
Wonderful, welcome to Caversham Wildlife Park. Has anyone been out here before?
No.
First timers?
No.
Very nice. I'll introduce you to your tour guide in just a moment. She'll sneak up behind me. Okay, her name is Christine. Your first stop this morning is feeding the kangaroos some breakfast. Okay. They are eagerly awaiting for you. Alright. You'll also be getting a photo with the wombat on the tour today. Does everyone know what a wombat is?
Yes.
Some of you? Yeah? You'll know in about 15 minutes anyway. And of course having a photo with the koala. Right, and there will be a few other bits and pieces along the way. No, you don't get to hold them, but you can touch them, stand next to them for a photo, okay? Here she is, okay? So follow Christine, guys, and like I said, your first stop's the kangaroos.
For everyone, who would like to feed them? I'll give you a little bit.
Or something. Let me see what they're getting. How come they're getting it? I'm not getting any.
That one can hold your hand. That's not the big. That one is
These are just little guys.
Yeah.
So cute. I am very cute.
You want to picture yourself too?
Oops. No, just ate all mine.
I've still got
Here.
stuff in my hand, that's the only thing.
I think they find it.
Yeah, you can stand in between them there.
Say next to the white one.
On the back legs, it's not anywhere near the head or near the face. They've actually got very long whiskers, so very sensitive. Okay, but if you do want to touch, we'll give our hands just a quick wash. With the hand sanitizer. There is another one just over there on the post as well. So come around this way, everyone. The wombat you're meeting, his name is Neil. Now, Neil is a southern hairy-nosed wombat.
Yes. So we're stopped on the side of the road at a 25-hour diner. You don't believe me? We're going to prove it to you right now that this is actually a 25-hour diner. You can see there's not much here either. This is a rest stop on our way to lunch at some place where we're supposedly having lobster. We'll see. I don't anticipate it's going to be what we think it is.
Just most of our activities are in the afternoon. So.
Yeah. So here we go. See? I lie not. 25-hour diner. They know something here that we don't. I know we've been through several time zones in Australia, but I didn't know that they were also extending the day by 1 hour. Something we have not seen much on this trip is rain. Here in the distance there's a shower. You can see the clouds. You can see the rain falling in the distance. Lobster shack. It's a lobster, crayfish, fish sort of plant, I guess. And they ship all over the world. And we're about to do a little tour first, and then we have lunch. So we've had our tour of what they do with the lobsters, and now we're having lobsters. And we're just waiting for them to prepare them in the kitchen. And we're having a juice box as well. This is not licensed.
Guess not.
And here's the lobster lunch with chips and lobster cakes. After eating his lobster. And here's where we just had lunch. And now, this is the Indian Ocean. It's full of sand though. And this is the bus that we're on, and you can see that it's got oversized tires and it's jacked up because this is going to take us across the sand dunes in a bit. Okay, so we're here at what is called the Pinnacles, which are these calcified trees from who knows when, and there's a lot of flies around here.
Yeah.
They're driving me nuts.
Certainly. Actually, the suntan lotion is like
they like that.
Yeah.
So we'll see what we'll see. So these are the pentacles. They're not really sure how they've been formed. They think maybe it's a mixture of, what do they say, calcium and tree trunks that formed thousands and thousands upon thousands of years ago.
Sorry.
Looks like a set off of a movie, science fiction movie.
Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe it was. We think that this is actually a site where aliens land, and what all of these are actually alien poop.
No, maybe it's a movie set, some Mars thing.
Oh yes, that Arnold Schwarzenegger's Recall, Total Recall. These stupid flies that are out here though are driving me mental. Panic flies, I guess. lost Walter. Where's Walter? Oh, there's Walter.
Videotaping.
Oh, are you? Oh, it's dueling videotapes. In amongst these, as you move around, there might be a monster that will jump out. Oh my god! A horrible monster! Look at it! Oh, geez, the backside's horrible. I bet the front's even worse. It's scary. It's turning around. Run for the hills! It's a monster. No lizards. Here it is.
It looks like there's two lions facing each other.
Oh. Your imagination will do a lot of things. Another one looks like an elephant. Well, they are very interesting. But it is very hot out here, I can tell you that.
Sometimes you come here, you can see the sand picking up off the top of that, and it's moving the sand from west to east in high winds. So today it's going to be really nice on the sand because it's not as windy. I was up here yesterday it was, the day before, and it was very, very windy. I don't come up here every day, it's just that the last few days we've had so many people with Chinese New Year and those coaches that we've had 3 or 4 coaches coming up here every day. Go over today are open to the public. But as I mentioned earlier this morning, we're one of the very few commercial operators that actually are allowed on the sand here. They've got one area that is dedicated to sandboarding, and then the rest of the sand dunes are open to 4-wheel driving. Sunday today, there could be the weekends, Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays. There's a lot of people here normally who come up here for the day.
So they're letting out the air out of some of the air out of the tires on the 4-wheel drive bus because we're about to drive over some sand dunes. In the meantime, we have stopped here for a comfort break. And so you can see what the sands look like. These would be nice places to live. On the beach.
Straight ahead, we'll come back here and do sandboarding later where those people with those boards are. Alright? Okay, I just got to put it into 4-wheel drive. We're not in 4-wheel drive yet. Where those people are to the right hand side of us, we'll go up there a bit later on.
We're stuck. Oh, can we make it? Oh.
Didn't quite make that one. We won't go any further on that. The lighter coloured sand is quite soft. What to do is avoid the lighter coloured sand.
Heavy people in here.
Quite reach the top.
So get up the front. Okay, we'll go down the other end. It's a bit soft here, so. Everybody okay? Okay, we're going to go up here and then go over the side, over the side.
to get out and have a look. Sure, to be sure, to be sure.
Yeah. It's home.
Yeah. Here we go. Over the edge.
Get that on video?
Yeah.
That's why I always get out and have a look first. Alright, everybody okay?
Yeah. Arms up. Oh, here we go.
Now you can see why I love this job so much. It's a hard job, but someone's got to do it.
Here we go again. Ready?
the side and see if I can find something over the other side. While those cars are in my way, I want to go up where those cars are, but I'll wait till they see if they move. Have to go back down. Okay, well, now those cars are gone, we're going to go right up that hill, alright? Now it'll be quite steep when we get up there, so I won't go over the top, I promise. But what we do is we'll just park there and then be careful getting out of the coach. We had a lady yesterday slip and she actually, on the bottom step, she cut her ankle. So yeah. So I'll go up as far as I can. Okay, now just be careful hopping out, okay?
He's serious.
I'm going to go back a bit. It's a little bit steep for you to get out.
Yeah.
Sorry to disturb your peace and quiet. You're just having a moment in time.
Holy crap. Oh, don't step backwards. You won't stop. Yeah. Whoa. Oh God, no.
How's he going to get back?
Yeah. I'm not so sure about that one. That's a little steep.
Did you see it? I did see it when you just went down there.
Here's Walter's daring snowboard trick. Or sandboard trick, I should say.
That's good.